I think I'm live. Whew. Let's see if it's working. I think we are. I think I've gone and bloody done it. Breaking news. Streamer manages to stream. Right. Pop this chat out. What we need to do is figure out what race we're going to do. That is vital. Absolutely vital. Okay. Right. 15:44. Is there anything at 15:45? Not really. Oh, so I guess top of the hour. Global Mazda at Laguna Seca. Right, what we want to do, let's work backwards. We want to do the 515 Advanced MX5 race. That's what we want to do. How can we work this into existence? Tell you what, there's not much that I really want to do. Looking at the at what's on this week. Yeah. Hi Graham, you're alright, mate. Sorry, I'm just pondering over what to do. I guess it's going to be MX5 around Laguna, which is. But now I can't really be bothered with that, to be honest with you. But I guess we'll give it a go. Obviously, I've not managed. Yeah, very, very planned, Graham. You know me. I'm just so prepared for everything. Yeah, obviously, I haven't managed to get a guide out this week, just because of certain events and things in life. Don't want to bore you too much, but I guess my plan is to definitely, well, to try and pick some stuff up. To definitely get get an advanced MX5 streaming, because then I can sort of talk through how to get a lap and what's going through my mind when I'm going for a lap. Hopefully, I'll get a lap whilst I'm doing that, but you never know, do you? Um, oh, oh dear, oh dear. This is what we want to do. iRacing. We're loading up. We're loading up, baby. How are you, Graham? Anyway, you all right? Absolutely boiling today. Had to go into the office. 27 degrees. Had a nice little stroll round town. Ended up walking along the waterfront. It was lovely, but definitely would have preferred to have been at home or in a beer garden somewhere. But you can't have everything, can you? Right. Oh, you've had a couple of days off. Fantastic. Colour me jealous. I am green with envy. Yeah, man, it was lovely. Just a shame that I can't wear shorts in the office. So, well, there's a dress code basically, obviously like most offices, and quite strict on it. So I was wearing jeans, walking down the waterfront, sweating like don't think I can say really, but yeah, god damn, it was hot. What times is it round here? It's normally 37s, is it? If you nail everything. 36s if you're a monster. Never remember round Laguna. Woohoo! Oh, and as Rachel said last week, you can use all of this runoff now. I mean, that's fantastic, that. That's what we want.
1 minute 43.886.
I wonder if you can use all this as well. Ooh, probably needs downshift better there. Yes, that's it, Graham, love it. Struggling with a little bit of understeer, I'm not going to lie. Maybe I just need to get used to the car again. I spend all my time working on like whenever I come on the game, I spend my time working on setups for the advanced MX-5. So when I drive this, I just feel like it doesn't turn. That's it, Harmy. Just get good. No excuses. How are you doing? What's the weather like by you? Because here it's pretty much as hot as it gets right now. Pack this baby. Right, let's actually get a good lap, eh? 39's the quickest in this lobby. I'm sure we can do that. 20C and overcast. To be fair, that's probably a good day in the UK. Lovely stuff, brother. Don't reset your car. Yeah, it's in Liverpool right now. It's 27 degrees Celsius, and the sun's cracking the flags, so it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I think he blew his engine, so he couldn't really move his car. But like, you know, why'd you choose to park it there? Why not just reset? But it's practice, so it doesn't matter. All good fun. Oh, that turn there is the one I can never do. Turn number 3. Germany's having a little heat wave as well. The whole of Europe just finally getting warm. Oh yes, fricks. So that's pretty much what it's where I live. Whenever it gets hot, it's normally very, very humid. So you get that really like close, like horrible, muggy, just horrible heat. But today's been quite good, especially when I was down by the waterfront. It felt like quite crisp and dry. But I've just stepped in the house and I feel like I'm melting already. Aha! Yes, sir, my man.
Minute 43.875.
I mean, 30 degrees is like probably gonna break me type of heat. I can't handle that. I am very pale for a very good reason. Everyone's showing up now. Look, we got James as well. Hope we're all enjoying the weather if it's nice. Yeah, that's it, Graham. Oh dear. I'm gonna. Ooh, I'm gonna blame that on some understeer issues. Not me being terrible, not focusing. Our roads are just bad because nobody fixes them. Oh yes, James, living the dream, man. That's awesome.
1 minute 38.93. Car stop on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
Nice little relaxed lap, this one, I think. Oh, if I can get on the power at the right time. I don't know whether he's like giving me space or just being slow or... I don't know, man.
Car right. Still there.
That was interesting.
Clear.
Is this where he comes back with a vengeance? Broken axle. Driving through a pothole. Jesus Christ. There's this car park by where I live, and like it sort of gets used as like a little cut through as well. And there's a pothole in that car park that I swear to God, if you drive through it, you're not getting out of it. It's no longer like a pothole, it's more like a sinkhole. It's just huge. It's so deep. Hiya Jamie, you right, man? Oh, Zermatt, do you remember Alpine Arts
39.387.
by any chance? Oh, very funny, Matthew. Very, very funny. So, raced against Alpine Arts the other day in an advanced MX-5 race. He messaged me saying it was him, and then he said that he's using the controller like an absolute legend. Man's a monster. And he was like in contention to win the race. In fact, it was I raced on stream. It was around Phillip Island last week. Arthur. Man's a monster. Oh, I've bottled the lap. I've bottled it. Hi, is it Tortulas? Tortulas?
1 minute.
That's all good, man.
0.7.
You end up where you end up, don't you? I find sometimes I focus way too much on iRating and it gets me a bit down in the dumps. And I know that's silly because it's a made up number. So I try and tell myself it's silly because it's a made up number. And I find that when I do that, woohoo, I have much more enjoyable races and a much better time. But I do hope you enjoy your race anyway, man. I apologise, Matthew, I apologise. Yeah, I think for me, it's just where like where Liverpool is. Obviously, it's on the coast, and I mean, I'm not is geologist. What's the right term? Geologist? Is it geologist? I've got no idea. I'm not a weatherman, but I think that like the clouds form over the ocean, and then as we come onto the land, it just get that cloud cover. The rain starts to come, and then the humidity's there all the time. One thing I'm not is intelligent, as we've just all established. Okay, let's race. I ended up getting a Galaxy S21, and I'll be honest with you, Jamie, I'm not that impressed. Um, don't even know where to put it. That's how unimpressed with it I am. Don't know where it's gone. No, it's just it's the exact same size as my old phone. So I had the Huawei P30. It's the exact same size. It's the exact same shape. It's the exact same phone, except it's got worse battery life and it's got a lot more like bloatware installed on it. So I mean, it's got a better camera, I think, but I think that's it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of London myself. It's too busy for me. I'm just a northern lad from a small town. I can't handle the busyness. Yeah, I think the S20 FE, yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have got the S21. Um, but then yeah, it's just I think at the moment all phones are the same, if you ask me. But maybe I'm just getting a bit old and I just don't know the difference anymore. Hey doctors, you right, dude? You know what, doctors? You've just reminded me that I need to share this stream in the Discord, and I will apologise to you for not doing that. You're going to be the person to hold me accountable. I do you use auto blip. I do not. This is what I use. Hold on. Shift aid, none. I do have auto pit speed limiter because I'm a noob. Auto engine start, auto tear off. I mean, I don't need that. We can get rid of that. I don't think I've ever seen that, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, Yeah, I agree with you, Fricks. I wish I was intelligent enough to realise that before actually making the commitment. Ah, yes, Fricks on Long Beach, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. Graham knows all about my pit stop execution. We've all seen it in action. My nickname is Red Bull because it's just that goddamn fast. RBR Davy skills. So the only car that I've actually noticed it working on is the MX-5, but I don't have it turnned on in like the GT3 cars when I'm driving them. So it might work, it might not. I couldn't say, to be honest with you. So I haven't really had a look at this lobby. Who's in here so far? Oh, okay. Right. Let's get one good quali lap in, and then we can have some fun on the second one. It's probably not going to be a good quali lap, just based on how sketchy this last section's going. Alright, let's do our first time lap. Really cranking on the wheel more than normal, to be honest with you. I can feel the understeer when I'm doing that. Didn't slow down enough on the power late. Lost a bit of time there. But we're okay. We're not too bad. Seems to be picking up the throttle a bit late everywhere. Just can't get the car turned in as I want it. That was okay. Nice and clean. Seem to get that okay as well. Ooh, a little bit sketchy going on that sausage. No! Ah! I've just lost so much time by doing that.
One more lap. 1 minute 37.905.
Bloody hell. Over a tenth down already. We bring it back though. Yeah, I feel like this track's well, this track is a monster on any game. In GT3s, it's certainly a bit more of a monster than an MX-5, that's for sure. I think Lagoon is probably one of the most technical tracks there is, to be honest with you. It's got everything. Absolutely everything. I can't believe this second lap is this scruffy. Oh no, you divvy Dave. So I lost about 2/10 on that last turn. It's a bummer, but it's alright.
There's the flag. It's over.
Yeah, Graham, that's it. Like I swear down. I think I said this last week, but it's the sausages. It's all about those sausages, man. Like, obviously, line yourself up on the very, very extreme side of the track on entry, and then aiming for that sausage, and then getting on the power on the sausage. But like, you want to be aiming to apex at the end of the sausage, basically. Corkscrew is just like a mythical creature that you either understand it or you don't, if you ask me. And then everything else is just sausage. Sausage power. Right. Instead of getting more incident points, let's just pull over. Get ready to start this baby. Let's remember to hydrate as well, very important. And let's try and figure out what we're doing after this. So this one's probably going to end just before 1:45, isn't it? Which only leaves us half an hour until the Advanced MX-5, which we do not want to miss. We cannot miss the Advanced MX-5. To be honest with you, the line I take is a shallower entry. I think ultimately it's just me being lazy. If you carry more speed through the corkscrew, it's going to compromise your setup for that next turn. So every single time it's different for me. So if I get a slower exit out the corkscrew and take that tighter exit, then I will take that wider entry.
Good luck, everyone.
But
be careful, clean race, please.
If I get that that exit a bit better, then I am going to take the shallower line, because it's too much effort to turn all the way to the right and to go all the way back to the left, because I am lazy. Yeah. Best way I can explain it, really. So let's have a look at the quali results. We are 3/10 ahead of P2, still with a few tenths in the bag. So P2 is going to be our main threat based on those. We got ourselves a steward. Let's hope we can get the launch right. If we get the launch right, it should be a fairly simple race. Unless I do something silly. Yeah, definitely. I mean, what's most important is you find something that works for you. And my biggest tip for that turn is to basically, when you turn in, you're going to analyse what line you think your car's going to take, and then as soon as you see your car start to understeer, that's when you lift, because you want your car to get lined up with that sausage curb.
Green flag, green flag. Great job, good to go.
I don't know where to brake. Bit earlier than that, please, Dave. Don't send it, don't send it, don't send it.
Clear.
The classic Red Bull livery. You always know that you want to send it with the Red Bull livery. Oh god. Why is my car just not turning? Am I just not being aggressive enough? Here he comes. Go on, Lando, lad.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Clear.
No, Matt, I haven't had it gurgly yet, sorry. A little bit of oversteer there. The last section around Laguna is definitely what separates the men from the boys. First section is difficult, but if you nail it, you're going to gain a 10th or two. Last section, if you nail it, you'll gain so much more. Woohoo! Feel like there's just so much more understeer on throttle now. Not gonna lie, I don't like it. Oh, Lando's gone. If you can tell me his name after this race, I will add him. So we're looking alright at the moment. Lando's still in the draft, so he's going to be able to keep up with us. 37.9 isn't blistering, it's okay pace. There's that understeer on turning again. That was a bit better. We'll take it. Yeah, the final turn is it's night and day difference there. Woohoo! P3's off in the distance. You might be able to see him as a pixel there in my rear view. Oh, we're going to be get quicker here. Yeah, man. So if you remind me before the stream ends, I'll do it. Or if I remember after the end of this race, I'll do that defo because it should only take a couple of seconds to do. No way. made this day a little less relaxing for you, have they? Oh, no worries, man. Anytime. Got on the power a lot earlier there. Just lifted earlier. Still didn't turn in at the right point, but definitely a lot better through that kink. Actually surprised that wasn't a 1x. I just can't get the car to rotate when I put the power down for some reason. I don't know whether it's just because I'm used to the cars being a bit more oversteery or what. In the advanced series, I mean, sorry. Or whether the car's changed. Hey, hey, all good, man. P1, feeling fine. Car's starting to slow down a little bit, but Lando is is 2 seconds behind now, so it's good stuff. I think the only thing that's going to stop me winning this race, as I said earlier, is me being an idiot or me just giving up because it's so effing hot. Definitely need to invest in some aircon for the 3 days a year that the weather's like this. Because I'm melting! Ooh, no, Graham. I have done no laps. I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot it was Okayama. It'll be interesting, actually, at that last section with endurance fuel. Oh god, concentrate, Dave. Yeah, that last section with enduro fuel is going to be horrible. Oh, no way. That sucks, man. There's nothing more frustrating than equipment failure. Absolutely blows. Started to use the brake in that downhill left there. It seemed to hook up nicely. Plans for next season? I'm going to try and hit the VRS sprint, is what I'm going to try and do, Jamie.
Me estás tomando el puto pelo, tío.
Some choice words there. Reference lap time. Am I racing against one? Am I? To be honest, I can't quite see all these things on my screen. Fastest I've got on this race is 37.7. Done, because I've got. Let me move this out the way. Oh, I haven't got anything there. To be honest, if you're talking about a track guide, I can't remember what time I got, because that was season 1 when I did it, 2021 season 1. It potentially could have been a 36, it was definitely a 37. How close is Lando? Is he gaining? No, we're at 3 seconds now. We chilling. We chilling. How many laps left? Lap 8. Yeah, 37.7. No tow at all. No draft. Whatever you want to call it. You can probably just go back on the stream just to the start of this race. I think it was on lap 3 or 4. 38.6 on the track guide. No way, and that was the 2021 one, was it, Palmy? Oh, Des, calm down, calm down. Gonna get me all excited. I'm gonna crash here. Ooh. Car's definitely slowing down. What's this going to be, a 38.5 or something? 38.4. 2 to go. You still never get used to that downshift using the clutch on turn 1. The way it just makes me 4-wheel drift. Yeah. The understeer. Right, let's nail the corkscrew. Let's do it. Definitely haven't nailed it. Ugh. Well, besides the corkscrew, the lap's been okay. Last section could have been a little bit better. Could have got a bit of rotation off that sausage curve, but you know, not every sausage makes you want to swivel.
1 minute 38.012.
Greg, no. I have missed the track guide this week. The plan is, on this stream, I'm going to talk through it, essentially. What time are we on now? It is 16:28. So in 45 minutes, there's going to be a race around there that I'm going to be a part of. Before that, we can. Well, I'm going to go through it basically and hopefully explain. Do a live track guide essentially. I know it's not what everyone's used to. It might not be what people want or like, but it's the best you're going to get this week, unfortunately. So, it's the way it goes. I mean, 38.0 isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. I reckon, based on that, obviously, you're 3/10 off the lap I've got in this race. I'd say, I think if you use like an extra half an inch of the track here, half an inch of the track there, if you just use more of the track essentially everywhere, I reckon you'd be able to snap up half a second, no problem. If you're consistently getting 38.0s, you just improve just a tiny little bit.
You won? Yes.
Yeah, Greg. So I'll go over the car setup for sure. So we won the race. Very well done. Let's just go back to the start. The old TV cam. What I'll need to do now is just see if we've got a race. Oh, it's past now, so we're not going to be able to do it. So what do we reckon? We can try and do a race at 4:45 and potentially miss the past race. Or we spend a solid 45 minutes going over the old Bathurst. Got there in the end. Up to you guys, to be honest with you.
Vamos a ver, te he hecho contact cero, tío. Si lo has parado en la curva no es mi puto problema, tío. He levantado en todas las putas curvas. Si quiero te llevo por delante.
Sí, sí.
Y los contact no son aposta. Si vas parado...
Just talk us through it for 45 minutes. Ooh, let's watch this guy. What happened here? I need to... Is it this geezer? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, he just got a little bit too excited, didn't he? Oh, no. Hole in one as well. Nice one, Tortulis. I like your thinking, Doctor. I like it. What launch do I use for the start? I'll show you exactly how I do it. I just use a clutch, a normal pedal clutch. Let's bin this off. Not much action after that. What I'll do is I'll jump into a VRS session. I don't need that. I've done the wrong thing. Ah. Test. Let's go. Let's test it. Thank you very much, Jamie. Thank you very much. Whilst this is loading up, I'm just going to get some more water. I shall be right back. And that's awesome. I can't say your name. Is it Tortulis? Tortulis? Either way, Awesome work, bud. My God. Into the absolute sim pit, which is the hottest place on the planet right now. Clothes cam. Yes. Um, I can definitely try and do that, Greg. Um, I'd have to try and think how we're gonna do it, but I can definitely do it. Bathurst. Okay. I mean, what I'll do now is I'll essentially talk you through what I do. Start off with this most of the time, and I'll drive it around the track, and then basically, if I want my car to turn more, I will lower the front ride height. So we go like this. You want the cross weight to be as close to 50.0 as possible, because then it's a nice balanced car. If you've got it to like 55 or something, then you've got 5% more weight on the right hand side than you do the left hand side or whatever. So you want it to be nice and balanced. The lowest you can get it is 115mm on the front, and that's gonna, well, essentially, you've got your car 5mm lower on the front than the rear. It's going to put more weight on the front than the rear, which means when you put the power down, the rear might slide around a little bit more. You got toe also as well, which is going to help your car, the tires sort of bite into the ground or encourage them to rotate left or right. So on the rear, positive toe is the way to go because it makes the rear come round. On the front, you want negative toe to make the car bite on the front. Camber is generally, you're going to want as much as possible in the MX-5. I think a lot of times I do actually bring it back down to between 4.5 and 4 on the front, and normally about 3.1, 3 on the rear. Again, it's all about having that contact patch. You need to do some serious tuning to be able to figure out what's best per track to do that. You need to look into telemetry data and things like that. And then bump and rebound is what you're going to do. Okay, hang on, I've missed the roll bars. Sorry. So if after you've got to this point and your car still isn't turning enough, you don't feel like raising the rear ride height up anymore is giving you any more benefit, then I'd mess around with the roll bars. Roll bars and ride height are what makes the most drastic changes to your setup. So if I move this to soft, it means that the front roll bar, which controls the lateral movement, is going to have a lot more flex in it. Now it could be too soft, so that the weight of the car, if you turn to the right, it just goes bang all the way on the right hand side. On the left hand side, your front left is completely overloaded and it's not going to be able to turn. You're going to understeer, so then you might want to stiffen it up a little bit more. The sort of, I think my thought process behind tuning like this is that with you having rake on the car, so the front is lower than the rear, then you've got more weight on the front, so you need a stiffer roll bar because it does have more of the car's weight on than the rear, which is unhooked. We don't have a roll, it's completely unhooked. Again, it's just things to experiment with. If you find that your front isn't biting, then you need to change something on the front. Start with the ride height and the roll bars. If the rear is sliding too much or it's not rotating enough, then ride height, roll bars. Then you can start doing things like toe. Then with bump stiffness and rebound stiffness, this is really like fine tuning the car. It's for when your car's in transition. So when you're sort of going just into a turn, and as you're coming out, like I'd say more mid corner. It's just it's hard to explain. Obviously, I'm tripping over my words trying to do this live. But if you're trying to change the way the car sits back down when you put the power on, you're going to want to increase the bump stiffness to stop it from squatting as much. You could increase the front rebound to make it squat more. These are all things that you're going to have to play with and spend a lot of time on. Fortunately, the MX-5 is a very forgiving car, so you can throw some crazy stuff on there. Generally speaking, what I always end up with is something that looks a little bit like this on the bump and rebound, maybe a little bit lower, maybe 5.3, something like that. 11.11 on rebound. Yeah, that's generally what I end up with. Sorry, just looking at chat now. Yes, Kieran, I'll do that now. So if you lower front ride height, you get more oversteer. Yeah, so that's essentially, yes, that's the way it works. Because it takes less, or it takes more weight off the rear and moves it to the front. And because your car's rear wheel drive, when you put the power down, it doesn't have that weight on it to really push the tyres into the ground. So there's more chance that they could maybe spin a little bit, more chance that they're just going to glide across the tarmac when you put the power down. Yeah, basically. So what we've ended up with is this, which is an okay setup. I'm not going to say it's incredible. In previous weeks, I've gone as far to say that I've nailed the setup. Round here, I haven't by any means. I'd say that's because the downhill part of this track is a nightmare for me. Sorry, just let me go to Laguna. Sorry about this, chaps. I'm just putting these files in the Discord for Kiran. Documents, iRacing, lap files. What are we looking for? We're looking for Laguna. Is it Mazda? Is it WeatherTech? Is it changed to WeatherTech? It's just Laguna Seca. Fantastic. There you go, Kieran, all done. Have I ever experimented with less or more on the Lime Rock? No, not that I haven't done it on purpose. I might have done it by accident. But I think that is something to play with. It's nothing that I've played with recently. It was something I was thinking about for Catalonia, is having more crossweight just to try and get the car to turn better on some corners that I was struggling with. Can't remember whether I did that in the end. You've lost your tea? No way. Right, so launching the car. Basically, clutch pedal all the way down, lights go red, we're in first gear, we rev it, and then if you watch the little telemetry in the bottom left, we just go like this. Done. Stops the wheel spin. That was a particularly poor launch. I brought the clutch pedal down to like 35%, it said. I'd say you want it around 40%, 45%, and then just ease off it nice and slowly. Just get that nice slip, basically. Just like you would in a real car, you find that nice bite point. It's a lot harder to do, virtually, obviously. But yeah, that's the way I do it. And then when I'm shifting, I'm pushing a button. So as you can see, push that baby to shift. Now, on to Bathurst. So, I'd say that left-hander we've just gone through is probably one of the most important turns on the track, because you stay flat out all the way through this uphill, all the way through Skyline. That's probably about the only corner name I know. I know there's one called the Dipper. I assume it's this next turn here. So we've stayed flat, and then as we go over this crest, we lift, get close to the wall, we brake, we downshift, we're on the curb, we're braking again, we're turning in, bit of power, attack that wall. You've really got to attack that wall. And that's all in third gear. Shift to fourth, keep it tight to the right, don't miss your braking point like I did, and then really attack that wall again. The downhill is arguably, you know, well, it's not even arguably, it's one of the hardest sections on a racetrack. It's just real difficult, let's be honest. It's just thick and fast. If you get it right, it's super easy and it's over with like that. If you get it wrong, you're in a wall. I can't promise in this race that I'm going to do that I will get it right all the time. I've got a feeling I'm going to be in the wall. But we'll see. Also, you can really attack that curve that we've just gone over in the MX-5. That's one advantage this car has over any other car that I'm aware of. You just monster the curbs around most corners. I don't think I actually changed the second gear around here as well. I'm just thinking about that. Braking just before the 50 board for turn 1. Fairly gently, turning in, attacking the curb. Not understeering like that. So I've lost a lot of time there. First turn's very difficult. You need to get on the power very, very early. Because I had that lift. What Ghost is this? Sorry, I can't see. So this is the 231.0 that I did, that we're racing against here. Yeah, first turn, super important. Just before the 50 board for turn 2. Slight brake, a lot of coast, early on the power again, keeping it nice and tight to the curb. Do not touch the curb though, otherwise you'll lose loads of time. Keeping it in third gear. And then we brake gently, get the car tight to the wall and on the power super early. I was on the power too late there, so now what you'll see is even though we are flat, we're probably going to be losing a lot of time to our Ghost. It's just going to be pulling away because I didn't get it right. We're just losing time, especially when we mess gear shifts up like that. And so we're flat, we're just keeping it smooth. Again, you can touch this curb on the inside, it doesn't do anything. Get your car over to the left, get ready to attack this wall, brake just where the wall changes colour. I don't know why I've changed down to second gear. The key with the downhill, I'd say, is to be very brave, attack every single wall, and yeah, just be brave, man. I've also just realised I've contradicted myself. Tell you what, these live track guides, they ain't easy. As you can see, I dropped down to second gear back there. That's the only corner I use second gear on. So now I believe coming through the chase, or about to, braking just after the 150, down to third gear, really attacking the curb and getting on the power before we touch the curb. That's one of the key points about this corner. Last turn, just like the first turn, bit of a mystery. Really don't understand it. Just very difficult. All I know is get on the power as early as you can. So again, just before the 50 metre board, we're going to get this better this time, braking a bit harder than we did initially, trailing the brakes a little bit, powering on the curb, Because we touched the curb, it unsettled the car, allowed the car to rotate a little bit, which meant we could have actually carried more speed through the corner. So whilst it was better than the previous lap, I'm a tenth up on my previous lap, you can see I'm still losing time on my Ghost, and I know my Ghost gets that wrong as well, because I remember doing the lap. Looking for the braking just before the 50 metre board, stab with the brakes, down to third, coast a little bit, get on the power early. Remember, don't touch the curb on the inside, just don't do it. Braking nice and early, holding onto the brakes, getting your car into that wall. I've just clipped the wall, didn't get a 1x or anything, but as you can see my wing mirror's gone. Giving up the Ghost. And I got on the power too late again, so again we're losing time. Now, nice and simple, flat out. Just trying to keep it smooth. I suppose when you're racing it won't matter too much if you're in someone's draft. And again, I like to lift, brake where the wall changes colour, off the brakes, back on the brakes, attack the curb, power, tap the brakes, attack, and then power again. Up to fourth gear, little lift, braking just before the wall goes blue, really attack the wall on the inside. I didn't attack it enough at all, but it was okay. Is the cutting, is that like the third corner you brake for, is it? I assume it is. Sorry, I'm rubbish with corner names. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do is, I'll try it in second gear, because you know what, I could be wrong, you guys could be right. I'm certainly not perfect. So let's try it, let's see what happens. It was the way I think of it is, if you get it right in third gear, you just get that better pull. You don't get the gear shift interrupting the car sort of accelerating. I've cut the first turn way too much, needed to ease on the power there to stop the car from spinning, so we lost time. Oh god, you guys are so nice, Matthew. Oh my god, you're perfect. Where me and Dan got friendly, yeah. Okay, well we'll try it in second anyway. So 50 metre board, stab, little bit of trail, coast, power. That was alright, wasn't too bad. Okay, so second gear definitely lost us time on entry. That could be because I overslowed the car, so we'll try it again next lap. But it could be a case that you just don't carry enough speed through the turn with second gear. Exit was okay, but again, I think the gear shift killed us. So, attacking the wall, braking where it changes to the orange colour, off the brakes on the curb, back on them, attack that curb, tap the brakes, attacking the wall, getting close as you dare, lifting as we go round the right, brake, downshift, power real early. So the reason you attack the Falcon wall on the inside so much is because it sort of disappears on you, and if you really attack it, you can get on the power so much earlier. And obviously you get on the power earlier, you carry all the speed all the way down this straight into the chase. Yeah, Jamie, yeah. Auto clutch blip much slower. I'd say every gear shift you're probably losing half a tenth to a tenth of a second. And that's just an approximation. Could be more, could be less, but it is definitely slower. I agree, Harmy, it does feel like it bogs in third gear, but I just think it's quicker. Woohoo! Ah, it's awesome, man. I'm glad it helped, or it is helping. I'd say the laps that I'm doing can definitely be improved. I think this damage here, if you can see my wing mirror just hanging off, genuinely think that's slowing me down a little bit here. But what time is it? 16:54, so we have... What I'll do is 6 more minutes, so another couple of laps, and then we'll jump into an official practice session and we can see what other people are doing, see what we're working with. So let's try this in second gear again. Okay, I don't like second gear, based on the downshift. We'll try it one more time, and I'm going to try and do it without using the clutch to downshift. That might save it, but I'd say it could be difficult to do. So again, things to remember going through the dipper. I'm just going to go ahead and commit to this, saying it's the dipper. Lift off at the sign, co-tyre, attack the wall, brake where it changes to orange, off the brake on the curb again, another stab of the brake, attack the curb, power, attack the wall, and then power again. I didn't manage to get all my words in there. There was another brake in there somewhere that I missed out. Try getting onto the straight in third gear. You mean this straight I'm on now? I haven't actually, because I really struggle with getting the car turned in third gear. Second gear gives you that rotation, but I'll try it next lap. We'll experiment. Yeah, it's very, very easy to attack the wall with your car on this track. And we run wide, lovely. Yeah, I'd say that's a good way of putting it, Matt. Definitely a good way of putting it. Just braking in a straight line in between the madness of the downhill. So, I came off the first turn quicker than my Ghost, and I'm losing time now. So this little wing mirror that you can see flapping around has definitely affected my top end, which is annoying, considering there's like no aero on this car at all. Right, second gear, we're going to try and blip on the downshift. Hopefully we will get it in. You just lose too much time on the shift, I swear. Like, you physically saw the Ghost just going further away. I'm going to commit to third gear on the cutting, I believe it's called. Thank you, Harmy, for the education. Too much speed. Really attack that wall. Had to ease on the power a little bit more. And we're going to try this in third gear. Car just doesn't want to turn in. The car just doesn't want to turn at all. So in that case, if I was looking at the setup, I would probably do something... Like, we probably need to stiffen the front end up a bit. Maybe more bump. Because I feel like the front tyres are overloaded on the downhill, because all the weight's getting sent forward. But then if we do that to the car, we're going to be compromising its ability to go around other corners, which might not be all that great. So if anyone is thinking about working on a setup, oh god, I've missed this turn, then they're the things you need to consider, basically. So let's quit out of here. Trail breaking video, yes. Yes, Matt, I agree 100% with what you just said there, yeah. Oh no, I've just registered for the wrong race. Withdraw, 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 withdraw. Oh, thank God. Well, that's my kind of pit entry, isn't it, Jamie? That's what I like to work with. Faster the better. Yeah, baby. So, is this race 45 minutes, is it? Have I gone ahead and got into this without realising that I'm going to have to do a pit stop? 45 minutes. Oh dear. Well, it's a good job I practiced the pit entry just then. I've just learned that I need to brake a lot earlier. Hello, thank you very much for following. Nice of you to say hi as well. Hope you're enjoying the content. I've just absolutely rambled through some sort of guide of Mount Panorama. If the race goes well, we'll do a cheeky little breakdown of the best lap to sort of try and make it a little bit cleaner, more concise. Well, hopefully this week, Graham, I won't miss my pit box. But you never know, honestly. Oh God. Pay attention. So in that little practice I was telling you all to avoid that curb on the inside of turn 2. If you do touch the curb, my advice is to ease on the power. Don't slam it on. Oh God. I'm used to taking that in second gear now. No. Again, when you're trying to find a little bit of time in this section, just smooth, nice and easy. Try not to get any tyre scrub. Simple stuff. Brakes made my car turn more than I wanted it to there, so I missed the curb on the left.
Right side. Keep to the left.
I feel like you're really enjoying some sort of Cooper's Mile there, Jamie. Or is there a sign that I keep driving by? Is the stream still up, by the way, or what's going on? Is there a big rip? Am I talking to myself? Oh, there's a sign, okay. Oh, right, now I could go for anything. Bloody hell. Nice crisp pint. Oof. So, just before the 50, we brake, we attack the curb, we get on the power early. Definitely could have got on the power a lot earlier than I just did. Lining up for good old turn number 2. Got the escape road, the 50-metre board, just in between those two things. Stab, trail, power. I have the Thrustmaster TSXW with the Formula rim. Oh god. So there goes the old wing mirror again. That's probably going to happen in the race, isn't it? My wing mirror's never stood a chance round here. Oh. Didn't get that right at all, and I'm all out of sorts now. The top time is 2:32.3. Fairly confident we can beat that. Just depends if the track is a lot quicker or slower than the BRS settings I was practicing in just then. Lovely jubbly. What time's that? 31.4. Oh god. Don't want to be doing that. Bathurst sleep before we join the quali. It's a done deal, Graham. I've never actually done it on iRacing, you know. Never tried it. So... And I think this car might just run out of power before we get there, to be honest. It's going to be the biggest fail. Oh, got on the power too early, should have coasted a little bit. Now I'm really suffering up the hill because I didn't get that second turn right. Just losing time going up here. Same with that left. Couldn't get the car turned in because the previous lap I slowed the car too much and got too close to the wall. I wanted to try and carry a bit more speed through, but obviously carried too much. Maybe lap number 3 will be the lucky one, or flying lap number 3. And we should probably get this downhill right, shouldn't we? I'd say with the downhill, it's definitely better. It's definitely better to brake earlier and more gently for a longer period of time than to really push the braking point as late as possible. Because if you do, and you're not 100% confident, you know, if you can't reproduce it time and time again, there's just no point. Have a little sip. Yeah, he definitely had one too many Coopers. Oh, another car stopped ahead. I need to prop this door open again because I've got a fan on. Oh god. Woohoo! Woohoo! Don't open doors and drive, kids. Oh! Driving masterclass here. Yeah, that's it, Harmy. That's it. Bit of oversteer there. Using too much curb on the entry. Another key point on the downhill that I've sort of overlooked, oh god, is you might notice if you look at the throttle and brake trace in the bottom left, is I sort of like, I brake to like say 50% maybe, it might be more, might be less, don't know, initially, and then as I go over the curb I begin to come off the brake and just trail them, using this to try and keep the car stable but also give me the freedom to turn and rotate the car as I want, and then when I'm in a straight line again I brake harder again. Yeah, Graham. Look how much time I just gained on brake here.
Go right.
I wonder if that's good old Craig A. Williams on a second account. Oh, I've turned in way too early. I doubt that's Craig. Sorry, it's Craig, innit? Craig for you, Harmy. Yeah, it could be. I just doubt it is based on that first turn, unless he's really struggling. I've seen him race the MX-5s before, and he's definitely not the type of person to lose that much time in one turn.
Slow car ahead. Car stop on the left.
Couldn't get my car turned in again,
Right.
so I'm losing time on the uphill here. That is definitely the most difficult turn, and that is pretty much... it's one of two reasons why I haven't got the track guide out, primarily, is that turn and the downhill left, Falcon, tyre, corner, whatever. Just couldn't get them right, kept on losing time. Too much speed. Car got very unsettled going through the downhill there. And again, losing time now, I think. No bueno. Itchy leg, sorry chaps, close up on my forehead there. Does anyone actually drink mild beer? I used to work in a pub where there was a few regulars who used to drink mild. Or a pint of 50, used to love that. Half Guinness, half mild. Oh, Nicky, you right, man? See you in the next race. Good luck, fella.
On the left.
Yeah, Doctor, it's just tough. This, I'd say if you're practicing for the race, just work on consistency, and speed will come. You can be quite aggressive with your inputs on the first few turns, well, the first two corners, the last turn, but most other turns you need to be quite gentle, I'd say, with your pedal inputs, and it makes a massive difference. Just trying to work on the balance of the car, because you are literally sending it down a roller coaster. No amount of setup work can sort of work through, you know, get rid of what's happening to the car going through some of these turns. So just smooth, consistent. If you're doing the same thing lap after lap, then you can start to improve, and then woohoo, then the speed will come. I'm still working on it myself. Yeah, Nicky, just again, just smooth inputs on your pedals. You can be aggressive with your wheel as long as you compensate with your pedals. I'm not sure, obviously, how you drive, what your preference is. Some people like to crank the wheel and be smooth on the pedal inputs. Other people do the opposite. So yeah, just figure out what works for you. I've just realised I didn't do the jump either, Graham. Sorry, pal. Too busy chatting absolute wham. I wonder who's going to be in the race. Mild on the wheel, harsh on pedal. Okay. I'd say definitely try to work on your brake pedal. Just try and be a bit smoother on the brake pedal. If you can, begin applying the brakes. So first of all, if we're talking about Bathurst specifically, I'd say you do need to apply the brakes a bit smoother than normal on the downhill section. Excuse me. But if we're talking in general, if we're talking about like a practice to make you smoother on your brakes, I'd say stamp on them, but then start coming off them slowly, and really try and hold on to the last like 10% or the last 20%, let's say. Really try and hold on to that last 20%, and then that'll get you used to playing with that little bit of the pedal. And then once you get that in your mind that you can do that when you're coming off the brakes, then when you apply them, it's just the same thing, just in reverse. Obviously, with it being Bathurst this week, and you being in this race, you're going to have to jump in at the deep end. Oh, we got Paul Hayden. Paul sent me a message on Discord just the other day. Top bloke. What did he say? Where is he? This geezer. He said that someone messaged him saying that this guy on YouTube keeps slating your driving. Good stuff. Loads of smiley faces in his message. He seems like a good guy, to be honest with you. Cam Eben. I don't know who Cam is, but I assume he's going to be some sort of Cam. No, Cam Eben. Is that a name I recognise? Or is it Clifford Eben I'm thinking of? Cam Eben.
Is it 7.8 at the top or is it 11?
Proud owner of Big Caesar MX-5 Challenge. Yeah, so this is Clifford. Okay. This guy, Cam Eben, absolutely loves the MX-5. Careful on Lee, he's dirty. Oh, was it you, Jamie, who messaged him? Yeah, no, I mean, last week I was definitely giving him a hard time, but when we watched it back, you can't argue with what he did. Didn't put a foot wrong. Like you say, Jamie, he gives you just enough space to make sure that you're not getting ran off the road. But if you don't nail your line perfectly, there'll be trouble. And you can't really argue with that, can you? Just obviously, I want more space. Excuse me. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm expecting big things from Mr. Eben. He's he hosts his own MX-5 series. I was going to join it at the start, or at the end of 2020 maybe, or at the start of 2021. But he ran into some sort of difficulties or something, and didn't go ahead, or it was delayed by about 4 months, and I'd lost interest by then. But it's good stuff. Good stuff. Definitely a league with a lot of fast races in it. So, and I know that he's won a few races in it. I think I've raced against him once before. This was quite some time ago. And he ended up punting me off the track because I was in first. On the last lap round at Okayama, he completely punted me off. He was a bit frustrated with me because I was driving very defensively. And then he apologised for it after the race in DM. It's quite a lengthy, sincere apology, actually. First turn's rubbish. Just how we like to start our flying laps. Jamie. Well, I thought you were on my side, mate. Oh, definitely hit the brakes too late for turn 2. Just about got away with it. Petunia, hello, my friend. How are you? On the power late there again. I'm really struggling on the cutting, as we now know it's called. Right, let's get this downhill right. Let's just try and keep it clean. Clean lap is what we want. Oh god. Just a bit of opposite lock. Going through the dipper, no worries. Nice and chill. Easy as you like. Right, the chase. Can we do this? History would suggest I cannot. Certainly not nailed it. 2:30.9 from Cam, so that's a rapid lap. Congratulations. The chances of me getting that are slim to none at the moment. Oh no. Woof! Thought that was a 1x.
2 minutes.
30.7?
1 4.
How have we done that? How on earth have we done that? I know that my optimal before this session was a 30.3, and I feel like this session's quick, so I think 29s are definitely on the cards. Oh no, too early. Bugger me. Losing time. That turn is the bane of my life at the moment. It was that opposite lock moment in the dipper, wasn't it, that saved us, really. That's what got us that time. Definitely slower that time round. Tried to get on the power earlier, then didn't have the confidence. This is going to be a rough old race, this. Can we enable lap times of others? Or can you not see everyone's lap times? In the top left, does it not show what they've got? No? Oh my goodness, what a joke. Sorry chaps, I thought that was doing it.
Chicken flag.
So two 30.7s back to back. Right, how can I do this? Overlay. Settings. Lap times.
Can we get away with 7.8 liters?
Why is it? That's something I have to work on off stream. Sorry chaps.
Yeah.
Oh my word, look at Paul, he's had a nightmare. Where's Paul qualied? 32.2. Come on, Paul. So Cam is going to be all over my rear end, isn't he? 0.8 on his second lap.
It's 45 minutes.
I kind of hope he was using quali
I
fuel.
worked out at about 18 laps.
Alright, thanks.
I've just remembered the pit stop. Oh boy. Take those tyres off.
Same here.
Mine, no, I've been here, but
Yeah, Graham.
car, it's my
Thank
first
you.
time.
No idea about this first turn.
Green, green, green.
Oh god. Well, they're going to be Corey and I keep on calling them Clifford. Corey and Cam are going to be right on my tail going into turn 2 probably. Well, let's do it.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it.
They'll not got the confidence to just stick the power down there. Right, let's get this downhill good, and we'll be in business. Definitely wasn't great, but it was passable.
Sorry.
So Corey's in the draft still, so that's not good.
That first lap, 1 to 5 minutes.
This last turn, hate it with every fibre of my being. Cheeky little 1x to start the race, lovely.
2 minutes, 31.938.
Same with turn 1. Oh, Corey. Corey's got me here. I'm not feeling confident with the draft. It's just too easy with the draft, isn't it? He's already closed up over half a second.
This is a little different than racing on Forza.
Bit better through the cutting, sort of held onto the brake a bit firmer for a bit longer. Got a bit more rotation. Rubbish again. Yeah, I heard that, Harmy. Oh, what's happened there? Where's Corey gone? My eye off the ball for 1 minute, and we've had a change of positions. Oh god. Oh, how is that not a cut? Oh, did he get dive bombed?
2 minutes, 30.931.
Oh, P2's messed up turn number 1. I'll take that. Oh, was it Cam? Oh no, it wasn't.
Sorry, Cam, I missed the gear.
Ah, I missed the gear, okay. Evans just in the draft zone. That's not what we want. He's going to have me again. Literally the story of my life on iRacing is just not quick enough to break the draft. Come on. Yeah, we got a pit stop coming up, Army. It's going to be tough. Because I suck at pit stops. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Well, I'm really struggling on downhill in the race, man. I don't know why, because I was quite confident in quali.
Next time I'll just spin you, Ben.
Fighting words there.
2 minutes, 51.364.
Rubbish first turn again. Right, come on then, Cam. Give me another love tap, baby. Definitely lost time there. Held onto the brakes too long. We're about to find out, Doc. That was better. Much better. Right, well, I feel like I've got a bit of confidence back now. After that, well, the first few laps being rubbish. Especially on the downhill. He's going for it, isn't he?
Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Car right.
Solid move there, fella.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right. Two minutes, 51.848.
It's always the way, isn't it, Graham? Slipstream in the MX-5 is fantastic. I've got a feeling Cam's just saving fuel behind me as well. So, again, it's just the classic sitting duck up front, isn't it? Waiting for the inevitable overtaking the pits. Yeah, big time, Nicholas. He's very experienced, isn't he? So he's not gonna be burning his fuel when he doesn't need to. I'm thinking currently, the best I can hope for, if everything stays like this, is P2. Maybe even P3, depending on what Benny Boy's doing back there. I'm not actually sure how beneficial it is. You might be able to save enough if you do it for a long enough time. Oh, he's going. He's going.
Clear.
Yes, that's what we like. Oh, no way, he's going in. He's taking the early pit stop. So there you go. He's confident he's saved enough now. What lap are we on? Lap 5.
The lead is pitting now. 2 minutes.
Really?
31.999.
Yeah, I mean, again, Cam's very, very experienced, so that's in his position. That was probably a very, very good call. I really don't like this Ben guy. Dude needs to chill. Yeah, maybe he just wanted to stay away from Benny Boy, because he does seem quite happy to throw one up the inside, doesn't he? Downshift killed me. But somehow still get a better exit than Ben. He still is within half a second though, so hopefully he's going to come past me. Go by, fella, go by. I agree, Graham. I agree with you entirely.
Clear.
My other option is to follow Ben if he's quick enough. Oh my word, he's pitting as well.
Car on your left. Clear.
What a bunch of pansies, man.
2 minutes. 31.945.
Unreal, that.
In the lead.
Please, slow down much.
So now we've got Andrea, who is just within a second of me because I lifted for Ben, which is fantastic news. And Cesar, P2 and P3. Yeah, Harmy. I guess he thought he could get it done quite comfortably and not lose any time. Which I guess he didn't, but I certainly did. That's literally messed up this position for me now. Which is a bummer. That's all I can really hope for, isn't it? That they do get stuck in traffic and I don't. Obviously, because I'm super prepared, I'm pretty sure I've still got race lab apps to refuel the exact amount, which always ends up being not enough. So this could be interesting as well. We could be running out of fuel after the pit stop. Andrea's still just teetering on the second, so he's going to come by. Cesar going by Andrea right now, so he's going to be even closer. Just the power of the draft on this track is just monstrous. Wow. Look at that. Gobbled up half a second there comfortably. Oh, don't want to do that and lose even more time.
What the fuck?
2 minutes, 51.578.
Antonio.
Ah man, this is heartbreaking to just not really be able to do anything. Yeah, I agree with you, Nicholas, 100%. And I'm not sure, Jamie. Really not sure. On the power late there, lovely.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
On in races like this, I feel like, you know, in a you know, in the Olympics when people are doing like a distance run round the track, and you've always got that one person who just leads forever, but they're the pace setter. That's their job, is to help the mate go for a world record. I feel like I'm that guy or girl. Yeah, the sacrificial lamb. The one who no one cares about, even though they've just ran like 800 metres in world record pace. This draft just needs to buzz off, man. Oh god. Okay, so there's a chance that they might make it by me now, which is kinda good, even though I've lost time.
72.
Definitely didn't carry enough speed, but they're still just sitting back, okay. Are you going to pass? No, he's just sitting there. Okay. I mean, you can have it. No, he doesn't want it. I'm very, very confident 29s are possible with the draft. Just seeing how much people gain on me on the straight, it's ridiculous. This is heartbreaking, because the slower I go to try and make him go by, the more it's going to advantage Cam. Come on, fella. No. Could be a write off this. Again, that was rubbish down the mountain. I had the potential to nail it, but I just didn't. Just bottled it. Right, so we've got 5.7 litres left. We're using 1.4 per lap. Can a member of the pit crew just tell me exactly what to do, please? Come on, Cesar, are you going to be the man who's got the stones? Come on, lad. No, you're going to go in the pits. That seems to be a power move, doesn't it, round here? Oh god, I've done it again. Seems to be what everyone wants to do, is to overtake before the chase and then go in the pits immediately after. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm stressing, because I'm going to lose about 3 seconds in the pits anyway, aren't I? Yeah, you're right, Nicholas. You are very, very, very right. Nice to see Andrea completely drop off after his mate went in the pits. That's mega frustrating. So yeah, I mean, if he's making one position a lap and he's using the draft, he's going to be gaining at least half a second on me per lap with that. Like, it's just, it's not good, the situation I'm in compared to Cam. Especially the way I'm driving at the moment, it's not ideal. A little bit flustered. Gap to Cam. Oh, I couldn't tell you. Should say in the top left, should give you some sort of information on that. .27 seconds to Cam, and his pit stop took 37 seconds. So there you go. Comfortable for Cam, that. Very, very comfortable. Oh, and I've messed up there. My head's gone. Head's gone. Just let Andrea back in.
Laps of fuel left.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's very, very comfortable for Cam there, isn't it? I can't believe I've let Andrea. Ooh, come on, Dave. Get your head in the game. Jamie, you said I need to add 14 litres. Is that what you said? I feel like you might be trolling there, fella. Right, so what can I put in? 11.4 or 15.1. So basically, it's 11.4 I need to stick in, innit? If I'm gonna stand any chance, and I need draft according to those calculations. Andrea messaging me saying go go go. Tell you what, Andrea, you cheeky little rat. Why don't you go go go?
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Some people, eh, telling me to go, and he's just been sat there saving fuel. Got a good mind to park it here, to be honest with you. He's been garbage at so many corners as well, man. Winds me up. So you should be able to see Cam on the relative now, in P3, in the bottom right. Hopefully you can see that. So it's not looking good, is it? So we got a pit now. Oh god, I need to brake, that's what I need to do. I'm a pitting now, 1.4 left. I could save some and do another lap, but let's not do it. Oh god, I don't know where the pit entry is. Jesus, I definitely lost time there. What's that just said? Fuel 10 litre? Oh no, I wanted to do more. Do more. Don't do this to me. Optional repairs? Pardon? Can I go, please?
Okay, go.
So no wonder I was slow. So that's it, innit? GG. Right. So we got this Josui, I don't know how to say his name. We got him behind us. Let's focus. I even lost, what's that? 7 seconds to Cam on the pit entry, well, the pit stop in total. So, all round, good day at the office for me. Yeah, that's definitely it. I've definitely made the car bottom out, and you can hear it bottoming out when you're going through the dipper. So I'll raise that baby up. Obviously not enough testing. I was just focusing on the lap, making sure it had the speed. There it is, bang. Okay. So Andrea, hopefully he doesn't have an incredible pit stop. It'd be nice if I had some draft, but I clearly don't. And with a solid, substantial lead. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a fight between me and Andrea for third. For second, sorry. Oh god, especially if I do that. He's coming out now.
10.821.
4 seconds ahead of me. And I lost 5 seconds to him in the pits. Oh dear. Right. I hope I get behind him. Hope I get into his draft. Please. Come on. So, I know the race isn't over yet, but I think if I'm thinking about things I've learned from this race so far, it's don't hit the wall like that. Definitely don't do that. Also, you need to fuel save for at least a lap or two to get your pit time down, and definitely pitting early is a play. It's definitely a play. Big time. Yeah, Doctor, I agree. I don't know if I mentioned that when I was just rattling through what I've learned, but I did mean to say that I need to work on the setup. I need to stop the car from damaging itself, or I need to stop being so aggressive in the race. Obviously this setup, it works for quali times. I'm quite comfortable with that, with using this one for quali times. I might work on it a little bit and then save this as a quali setup just with quali fuel, so next time we can just load this and actually use quali fuel for a change, because we never do that. And then hopefully have a solid race setup that is a bit kinder to the car itself. Maybe about, even if it's half a second slower, I'm not mad at that. Andrea's already bricking it, weaving down the straight already. We're on lap 15 of 19, so let's see what happens. We do seem to be catching him though, which is nice. Definitely can't be taking corners like that anymore. Rubbish. Yeah, I think Andrea just definitely saved a couple of laps behind me, and he could have easily just got the pit entry better, because my pit entry wasn't ideal by any means. Yeah. But I live and hope that he has underfueled. I feel like the front end of my car is just destroyed now. It's lost all its bite.
2 minutes, 32.105.
I just don't think I've got what it takes to get into Andrea's draft, unfortunately. That was rubbish as well. Oh god, I thought I was going to hit the wall then. Yeah, I definitely agree. Obviously, the setup, it's just not capable, is it? It can do. I did two 30.7s in quali back to back, but in the race, I've just damaged the car too much, haven't I? So it's a shame.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
It's there on the dipper, you can hear it. The car bottoms out, I get a bucket load of understeer. Oh, Andrea, you little tease. we're just going to have to chalk this race up to experience. And P3 isn't bad with the car as damaged as it is. Yeah, he might. I've noticed his times have dropped off dramatically. A second slower, 1.2 seconds slower last lap, 1 second slower the lap before, 0.7 the lap before that. Andrea, I'm quicker than Andrea as well. That on the last lap, but the lap before that he was half a second quicker than me. I think Andrea's got more in the tank, to be honest with you. He's literally just teasing me at this point, I think. No, I missed my shift. No. Ugh. Oh dear.
White flag, white flag.
Yeah, he's definitely saving fuel then, isn't he? If this was our race still. If we would have made the setup into a better race setup, our average lap time would have been higher. We would have been definitely, say we lost half a second per lap, which I think is being very, very generous, or playing down how bad the damage is. And how many laps are we on? 18, so that's 9 seconds. So yeah, we'd be up there for sure. $40 seconds worth of damage is a hell of a lot of damage.
Next time, Tony, I'll kick you, okay? What if Dot drives?
Let's just try and focus through this last downhill part. We're nearly there. Nice and easy. It's not going to be. It's just not going to be representative, really, Doctor. I think with the damage, you'll see mine drop off quite rapidly. Obviously, I made a couple of mistakes as well. It would also explain why the car did feel a bit funky on the first couple of At the start of the race, sorry, not the first couple. But we'll certainly dive into it and see what happened.
You got a slow car on the left. Car stop on the left.
Woo!
Ticket flag, ticket flag. Nice run. Solid work.
Oh, God. But we survived and we got a podium. So let's look on the bright side. Let's not be too harsh on ourselves. So, my lap times in the race. I mean, look.
Good race, Dave. Asshole.
Yeah, just not great. Pace drops off very rapidly, and if we go to Cam, there's his pit stop, which was
For this shit race,
a lot
guys.
quicker.
Thank you.
Outlap was rapid, and then he's fuel saving there, isn't he?
You ran out of gas, Tony.
Yeah, that's it, Doctor. I'm not saying that the Cam and, maybe even Andrea didn't have any damage, but I think mine was just a little bit more severe. To fix it, obviously I've got my car slammed, so we know what to do.
Yeah, I've got a wreck of
We
Tony.
bump it up, I'd say, to something like 120, give it that 5mm more clearance. 121 even, get that perfect weight distribution. And then we work on the setup from there. Could maybe do with changing the roll bar, but maybe not, just depending. It's going to require some testing. Anyway, what I was going to do was go to the quali lap. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Nicky. P10 fella. Lovely stuff. What I'm going to do is jump to this quali lap. And we're going to try and break it down as though it's the track guide, as we normally would. So, what I need to do this is I need to get rid of the layout. I'm not sure whether that's gone for you guys. Probably frozen, but what I'll do is I'll just get rid of it, because it's not really important for this. So, anyway, coming across the start-finish line, you've obviously nailed the last turn to get a fantastic run over the start-finish line. And the thing that we're looking for our breaking point, you've got the lampposts on the right, but you've also got the 50 board. There's a lamppost. There's some tyre markings. Personally, I used a combination of the 50 board and these tyre markings. Hopefully you can see them. They're just there. Starting just here. I believe the lamppost is actually the correct place to brake. But because that's off to my right, I don't like looking there. I can see that quite clearly. You guys might be able to see the lamppost quite clearly, but for some reason, for whatever reason, I can't see it. So I like to use the tyre markings, and basically, we're going to be stabbing at the brake a little bit here, coming off the brake quite early and coasting into turn number 1, and then attempting to attack the curb and get on the power very early. We're in 3rd gear for this, so we're in 4th approaching turn 1. Stab, not some, more of a hold of the brake, just not for very long. Quite firm though. You turn in, all relatively similarly at the same time. If we watch it again. So bang, we're braking, we're coming off, we're turning, we're trying to attack this curb, we're coasting, and then we put the power down now. Yeah, okay, that's all good. A few times in the race and in the practice, you saw that my tyres went on the green stuff. If that happens, you need to be a bit smoother with the throttle to stop the back end completely spinning on you. So just bear that in mind. You will lose time if you do that as well. Watch it at full speed, bang, turn, coast, power. And I could have got on the power earlier, let's be honest. Loads of time left there. Heading down the straight, you just hit warp speed into turn number 2. You got this escape road on your left, as well as the 50 board. We're going to be braking slightly after the escape road, slightly before the 50 board. And it's more of a stab, slight trail, downshift to third, turn in. So there's the stab, very hard. We're turning, we're coming off the brakes, and then we're putting the power down. If you can see this dark, I don't know how to explain this, but you've got the white line here that obviously shows you the track limits, and then you've also got a bit of tarmac here that goes darker here. You really want to try and hook your car up with that. It could be a gutter, it could be tyre marks. You want to get that close to the curb, but you don't want to touch it. And you're in third gear again, obviously, here, and you can really nail the power early around here. Because if you keep it tight, as you can see, if we watch it and fast forward, it might actually highlight the camber of the turn more. If you watch it, you sort of see your car just dipping in. It's dipped in, we're out. You can sort of see it. We're in, power's on, and then we're out. Bang, easy. Very, very simple turn, but very easy to get wrong if you don't get close to that curb. Now into my least favourite turn, as we've all experienced. First of all, flat out through the first left-hander. You don't need to get close to this wall on the left. There's no need. It's just going to make this left-hander even tighter. So you just turn in nice and casual. In terms of braking points, you've got this tree. There's also this shadow that's of the tree that's been there in every session I've been in. So I wouldn't recommend relying on this, but it's been there, as I say, it's been there every time for me. So that's what I've been using. If it's not there, it's just more of a timing thing. With it being an awkward turn, I get on the brakes gently and early to control the car, try and control the speed, decelerate nice and early, keep my car turning because we're constantly turning going into this turn, and then a little stab of the brakes just at the end to get the car rotated is what I'd recommend. So if we're watching the inputs around the shadow just before it, less than 50% on the brakes, and then another little stab that was barely anything. Oh, we have 2 bites of the cherry, getting as close to the wall as we dare, and again getting on the power early. There's this sort of break in the barrier. I'd say this is what I was using as my indication to you need to be on the power. If you're not on the power as your car goes by this, then you're going to be losing time. Or I feel like I was losing time. Because again, you're going to carry the speed all the way up the hill, through Skyline, all that good stuff. So watching it back full speed, nice and gentle on the brakes. A few little stabs to get the car rotated and on the power early. Third gear, remember, third gear. Definitely not second. Now we're flat through here, looking at little Fujitsu signs. All the lovely Etihad advertising, which is disgusting. Flat out, just taking it nice and easy. Clipping this curb. You can attack this curb on the inside, no danger. You can touch this curb, no danger. Now we're into the danger. We got Coat Tyre here. This lovely little sign. To be honest with you, MB, it's just because I support Liverpool and Etihad sponsor Man City, who've just won the league. So it's nothing to do with anything really. I don't hate them. Honest to God, I've got no real feelings about them at all. I'm sure they're fantastic. Anyway, Coat Tyre. I use this as my marker to lift off the throttle as we're going over. Oh, we've got 8 minutes. Okay, let's hurry up. As we're going over the crest, we're getting close to the wall here. And if you can see, hopefully you can see, where this wall changes from red to orange, that's where I start to brake. Not braking too firmly, although I suppose that's about 70%, so that's quite firm. Then we come up on this curb, we come off the brakes, and as we begin to come off it, we go back on the brakes hard. We're aiming to get the car hooked up on the inside here, this curb. We can get back on the power gently here. Lovely stuff. And then as soon as we get to by this sign, we begin to brake, crank the wheel to the left, give it a boot full of opposite lock if you feel like you're going to hit the wall, and then get on the power as you go down the dipper. As you can see, brake and turn, scared I'm going to hit the wall, on the power, bang, we go away. Wow, hold on. Chase. Boom, look at the sparks. So that's where the damage is. Ah well, lovely stuff. So on we go, down the hill. We're shifting up to 4th gear.
Well, all right, we got another pit crew member, eh?
Oh, well, all right. And so what we're doing at this point, we're shifting to 4th. We're trying to keep the car to the left as much as we can before we turn in. We really attack this wall, and we lift to get the car to rotate more to try and keep it further to the right. And then we begin to brake where this wall turns black, essentially, about halfway after it turns black. Down to 2nd gear, and we're really diving in to the apex here. Really diving into the apex in 2nd gear. Getting as close to this wall as we can, because as we get past this point, it disappears. It's gone. So that's what we need to look out for. Remember, getting on the power very early. Bang, we're on the power, we miss the wall. We're up to 3rd gear. We're flying down the straight. Up to 4th gear, up to 5th. And now heading into the chase. Again, I hope this is actually called the chase. We've got the 150 metre board. We've got the 100 board. We got this where the wall changes from yellow to red. We're braking smack bang in the middle, about 125 metres, I'd say, around here. The 3rd West Track cat sign, if that's what you're into. Boom, braking quite hard, to be honest with you. I don't like how hard I brake here. I wish I could brake a bit more gently, but my natural reaction is to brake that hard. Down to 3rd gear, starting to trail the brakes when we're in 3rd gear, and we're really, really attacking this curb, trying to get on the power before we hit the curb. Boom. Lovely. Not quite full power because the curb's going to unsettle the car, but then as soon as we're done, full power, we're flying through, keeping it nice and smooth, up to 4th gear into the last turn. And the last turn is an absolute nightmare. So, I've actually just noticed you've got the 100 board here. Never noticed that. Never noticed the 50 board just here. But, we got the pit entry. And with the pit entry, you got this paint. Just before the paint ends, that's where I brake. That's where I'm looking. I'm looking over to the left. It's not ideal, as I say. I just haven't got anything else. So, boom, we're braking now. Just as the paint's going out of our vision, we begin to apply the brakes, and we're braking hard, dropping it down to 3rd gear, keeping the car to the right. I should have kept the car to the right a bit longer than that, to be honest with you. See the way the track dog legs out just the tiniest bit? I'm just over exaggerating it a bit there. Just dog legs out. You want your car to be right up against the edge of the track there, and then you turn in. It's going to save you a bit of time, but I turn in too early. Apex a little bit too early, probably. Trailing the brakes to trying to get the car to turn. I clip the curb, which isn't ideal on this last turn, but we do get away with it. Slam on the power and just hope that we don't get a 1x, and somehow we don't, which I'm made up with. As I say, upon review of the lap, I don't want to be turning in until about now, and I want my car to be more over to the right, pointing more to the right as well. Just something to think about. It's just simple things like using all the track. That is literally all I'm saying to do there, is use this bit of the track, because it's going to open that turn up a little bit, and it would have saved me a little bit of time. With that being said though, the lap wasn't too bad, 30.7. Quickest lap I've done so far, so I'll take it. And that's going to be the end of the screen. The screen. I can't even talk. Whoa, Bathurst has taken it out of me. What we can do quickly is just watch this 2-minute 30.7. Because I do another one straight after. We'll watch it in full speed. And I will say, thank you for watching the stream without tripping over my tongue. I really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed today. I've definitely learned a lot in this Bathurst race, to be honest with you. Definitely taught me a lot more about setup, to be honest. because of the damage that I've been causing the car that I didn't consider about. Again, I wouldn't say I've learnt this, but it's reconfirmed that I do need to work on my pit stops. And fuel saving. I need to stop qualifying in P1 in races like this. I think the reason I do it so often is because people don't want to do it. So, just the way it is. But with all that being said, I'll leave you with this, and I will catch you guys tomorrow night for ACR GT3. See ya!